A very good evening and welcome you all to Jfsc Dad's Premier League and welcome along to the live on the YouTube of the Jfsc YouTube channel. And today's game is between the Jbcn Avengers taking on the United Gladiators here at the Fatima ground. We're all ready and set as the Jbcn Avengers into the middle with the two openers. On the pitch, and the Gladiators. A look with the ball in his hands. We're all ready and set, and the umpire says play. And here goes the first ball. A look with the first ball, and that's been left alone. So the first ball pitching slightly outside off, and the batter giving it the due respect, and he left that alone. A look with his second ball, and this time outside off, and he's punched that towards the deep point, but there's a fielder at the back, and that will be the first runs on the board for the Jbcn Avengers. Now Ribu is on strike. A look with his third ball, and he steps out and manages to get that single, but no! No, says the fielder. He gets that direct throw onto the non-striker's end, and that will be the first wicket fallen for the Jbcn Avengers. That's an excellent throw from the point region fielder to the non-striker's end, and he's drawn the first blood. And Ribu has to depart. Just opened the face of the bat to that point fielder, and that was an excellent throw there. Just a fine touch onto that ball, and just look at the throw. The batter was never in frame. So Jbcn loses the first wicket. Wasim, the new batter, into the middle for the Jbcn Avengers. A look with his fourth ball. Oh, that's been punched down straight towards the bowler. So good defense there. A good ball and equally well defended there. Oh, that's a huge appeal there by the bowler and the wicket keeper. But the umpire says no. Thought of it was just pitching outside of there as the ball just swung in and then just went out. Look, with his fifth ball, that's again left alone. What an over this is turning out to be. Just a single coming off this over and a wicket as well. So after the completion of first over, Jbcn Avengers score is 1 run at a loss of 1 wicket. Shreyansh, the new bowler, into the attack for the United Gladiators. Shreyansh with the last ball. This time much fuller into the stumps line. And he plays straight towards the long on. Just a single to end that over. So after the completion of 2 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 14 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. So two back-to-back wides. Oh, this time much fuller delivery. He finds the gap. But the fielder there at the back at the extra cover. So that will be just a single. Just gets the thick edge onto that bat. The ball just rolling behind the short third man. Oh, just clips it onto the leg side, and they'll get couple of runs there. Good running between the wickets. An overthrow run and one more run added to that scorecard. An excellent running between the wickets by Wasim and Ribu. Just drifting on the legs. He clips it back towards the fine leg. An overthrow run there. And the JBCN makes the full advantage of that as they get an extra run. That will be another wide delivery. Lok is trying to bowl much fuller and much wider. He doesn't want to give that width to the batter, and in that process of trying, he has bowled 3 wides already. And this time, wicketkeeper fumbles, and that will be an extra run too. So 2 runs wide, and they have ran the 1 run. The ball just nibbling out. The ball is still doing something there. He needs to find the proper length there. He's finding a good swing there. Just not being able to control that swing. Or this time he finds it right. That will be a play and a miss there. Or this time it's been slapped hard. There's a protection there at the back. Just a single. And with that, Wasim is back on strike. Some beautiful shots there from Wasim in the previous over. The one over the covers, then pulled it towards the square leg, and then he finds the square region. So that will be another wide. So the extra runs are flowing there for Jbcn. Still a ball left in this over. Alok with his last ball, and this time he finds it straight, much fuller, and Wasim defends that one, so that will be over. So after the completion of 3 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 25 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Ritesh, the new bowler, into the attack for the United Gladiators. And his first ball went for a wide, just outside off, and it's just nibbling out. So he's getting some swing there. He just needs to find a good length there. Oh, this time he finds one. He gets an edge. Passed by to the short third. That's a really good delivery. Just pulls his length slightly behind, and the batter gets the edge, and it pass towards the short third. Or this time, An excellent use of feet, and he just clears it over the infield. And that will be another boundary. This time from the bat of Ribu. It was a much fuller delivery. He just makes the good use of his legs and just puts it over the infield to find that boundary line. That's a good shot there from Ribu. Will give him a lot of confidence there. Just opening the face of the bat towards the point fielder, but won't get a run there. Just 5 runs of the first 3 balls. The batters are giving the due respect to the good ones, and they are just putting the bad balls towards that boundary fence. And he finds the gap, and he finds that beautifully, but there's a fielder at the back at the deep backward point there. So that will be just a run there. Just using the pace of the ball just to put that ball between those 2 fielders. There was a protection at the back there, and will get only a single. And this time he bowls it much outside off, and that will be a white signal there by the umpire. Just missing onto his length this time, and that will be an extra run there for the Avengers. Oh, this time onto the shorter one. There was a surprise for the batter. A good bouncer there from Ritesh. The batter just gets surprised of that one. He tried to cut that one, but fails to connect one. So that will be another dot. Just 7 runs. The fielder fumbles, and that will be a by's runs there. So after the completion of 4 overs, the Jbcn Avengers score is 33 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Shreyansh back into the attack for his second over. First ball, plays that one off the back foot. And just a single of the first ball. This time he connects that one well, but finds the fielder at the point. So that will be a dot delivery. Shreyansh with his third ball. Slightly bowling outside off and just missing onto his line and length, and the umpire signals a wide delivery there. A lot of extras has been bowled by the United Gladiators. Shreyansh with his third ball. There's a much fuller delivery. There's a fielder there at the covers. Could have been the close call. And they still managed to get the single. It was straight into that block hole, but still the batter manages to play that one towards the covers, and an excellent throw there. Could have been a close call there. The batter wasn't even in the frame. And this time he pulls it down to the long on. And that will be another single. So 4 runs of the first 4 balls. It's been a good over there from Shreyansh. He's keeping his line and length very tight there. Another good delivery, but this time the batter puts it straight down the ground for a boundary. It was a really good shot there. He just steps out and just clears it straight towards the long off to find the boundary fence. Shreyansh to bowl the last ball, and this time onto the shorter side, but the batter fails to connect that one. Will just get a single off that one. So after the completion of 5 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 42 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. The last ball of the over on the shorter one. He pulls that one with an authority, and that just passes the boundary line. So after the completion of 6 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 57 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Vipin, the new bowler, into the attack for the United Gladiators. Ribu is playing on 22 of just 20, and on to the other side, Wasim is playing on 21 of 14. And Vipin starts off with the wide. The new bowlers do take some time to find and to adjust to the line and length. Vipin with his first ball, and this time he finds his line and length well, gets the edge onto that one, and just a single. Vipin with his second ball, slightly pitching down the leg. The umpire signals leg by. Josh brushing off his pad and going back there at the short fine leg, who's standing very fine there. Oh, that's a really good ball. A chance here. But the batter survives. Good running between the wickets there by both the batters of the Avengers. Just a clip on that one, and the rotation of strike has been really good there by Jbcn Avengers. Vipin hit with his fourth ball. This time just a touchdown there towards the cover. And the cover fielders does well there to stop that one. This is really a good over there. The batter hits it straight down the ground. The fielder there at the long off saves that one, and that will be just a single. Oh, there's a huge appeal there from the wicketkeeper and the bowler towards that leg umpire. But the umpire denies. The batter did step out, and a good glove work there by the wicketkeeper behind the stumps. Vipin to bowl the last ball. Oh, that's a really good ball there. It came really fast there. The batter did had to go deep into his crease to play that one. So that will be an over after that single. So after the completion of 7 overs, Jbcn Avengers scored is 65 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. So after an expensive last over, a really good over there by Vipin. just bowling a good line and length there, not giving any room there for the batters. So a very tight over there from Vipin. And Andy, another new bowler into the attack for the United Gladiators. Another wide delivery to start off the over. Andy with his first ball. Oh, there's a huge turn there. Just pitches and drifts apart. So he's getting a turn there. He just needs to find his line and length correctly there. He's bowling it much fuller there. He just has to pull his length slightly behind. Oh, yes, he does it perfectly. And the batter finds the edge onto that one, and that will be a dot delivery. That was a really good delivery there by Andy. After two wide ball, he finds his length. Just bowls it full. He bowls it into the stump line. The batter finds the edge and straight towards that point fielder. This time, he floated that one too high, and that will be another wide delivery. A full delivery there. He's just floating that one high there to make the batter to play that one for the big shot. And trying to find the edge of the bat to get a wicket. So he's bowling to get the wickets here. A good mindset there by the bowler. And this time the batter connects. Oh, he doesn't. That was the plan, and the batter has just fallen for the trap. He was giving the float. He was giving the floaters, and he wanted to play the batter for that big one, and the batter falls for the trap, and he finds the fielder there at the cow corner region, and that will be a wicket, a much needed wicket there for the United Gladiators, and the partnership has just been broken. Just look at that one. This one into the stumps line slightly. He pulled his length behind, but there was a floater ball, and he finds the fielder there. An excellent catch there at the cow corner region. So the plan's working there for the United Gladiators, and an excellent bowling there by Andy to get his first wicket and to break that crucial partnership. A good thinking by the bowler. Ashish, the new batter, into the middle for the Avengers. That's a good ball by Andy. Still two more balls left in this over. Another flighted delivery, and that just passes that wide line, and that will be another wide. So this is the fourth wide of an over. Oh, again in the air. There wasn't a fielder there. They'll just get a single. A single to bring Wasim back on strike, who's been playing beautifully. He scored 24 of just 19 balls. Andy with the last ball. This time Wasim plays it off the back foot. Just pushes that one towards the deep backward point, and just a single to end the over. So after the completion of 8 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 72 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. A few extras in that last over and a crucial breakthrough by Andy. Vipin back into the attack for his second over. That's a huge wide there. On this occasion, it was quicker one. He bowled that one really quick. That beat the wicket keeper too. Vipin to bowl his first ball. And this time he bowls it full straight into the stumps line. And a good defense there by the batter. Oh, this time he cuts it off the back foot. The fielder is running behind the ball. They'll reach the ball, but they'll find couple of runs there. An overthrow run gets them another run. So 3 runs coming off that ball. That's great bowling. That was quicker. That was outside off, and it just beats the batter there. And this time straight into the block hole, but that's been put straight towards the long on, and we'll get a single of that one. Oh, that's a really good delivery there. Much quicker. Just getting a hint of a spin there. And straight onto that patch. But there was drifting down the leg there. He plays off the back foot. A protection there at the point region, and just a single. So after the completion of 9 overs, JBCN score is 78 runs at the loss of 2 wickets. Andy back into the attack for his second over, and he starts off with a wide. Sorry, he starts off with a dot ball. Another flighted delivery that's been punched off the back foot straight towards the long off for just a single. So again, Andy is into the attack. He is looking for to pick couple of wickets here. He is bowling attacking deliveries. Another flighted delivery. The batter charges straight down the ground. But there's a fielder there at the long off. And that will be just a single. It's hard there for the batters. This time the batter just reaches onto that one to slog it straight, but there was a fielder at the back. This time it was much fuller and much quicker. So he's just playing with the mind of the batter now. It's been really a good over. Just 2 runs of the first 4. He's bowling quick. He's giving the flighted ones. He's just floating the odd one. Now the floated one. This just beats the batter there. This is a really good thinking there by the bowler. The batter is just not able to pick him. He's just getting the odd turn there, just pitching and just drifting out. That's a really good bowling by Andy. And the Andy with the last ball of the over. Again the flighted one, but this time he punches off to the back foot. Yet another good save there by the fielder at that point. So just 3 runs of that over. So after the completion of 10 overs, JBCN score is 81 runs at a loss of 2 wickets, and that will be the drinks called by the umpire. So we will be back in few minutes. And we are back after that drinks break. So it's a Pratik, the new bowler, into the attack for the United Gladiators. And it's Ashish will play the second ball. That's a really good delivery. Had to reach for that one. He played it straight towards the long off. And we'll get a single of that one. A good full delivery. Almost a wide Yorker there by Pratik. Pratik with his fourth ball. Oh, he has picked up that one. Straight. It's high. And that's maximum. Oh no, he hasn't. Oh, there's a fielder who has just taken off that. That's a really good catch there. So another wicket falls. And Pratik strikes in his very first over. And it's Wasim who has to depart. It was a much fuller delivery in stump line. It went straight up high in the air. There was a fielder there at the long on who took that one brilliantly. And another wicket falling for the Jbcn Avengers. It's the set batter who has departed. So now it will be the two new batters into the middle. Ajay, the new batter, into the middle for the Jbcn Avengers. Pratik with the fifth ball to Ajay. That's outside off. That's just over pitch delivery. There's a fielder there at the extra covers. And he's off the mark on the very first ball. Pratik with his last ball. Oh, he gets the inside edge onto that one. And that's just racing towards the boundary line. A lucky boundary there for Ashish. A thick inside edge running down. A swing and a huge swing there was. Gets the edge and the ball just races towards the boundary line. So a boundary to end the over. So 7 runs and a wicket came off that over. So after the completion of 11 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 88 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. Andy back into the attack. for his third over. Ajay on strike to face Andy. Andy with his first ball. A slighted flighted delivery. And Ajay trying to just step out. Just missing on to that one. So a dot to start that over. Andy with the second ball. Another flighted delivery. Another miss. That's a really good bowling there from Andy. This time, this was a flighted delivery, much fuller. And just getting a hint of a spin there. Andy with the third one. This time he played off the back foot straight towards the long off. And he's off the strike. And Ashish is on strike now to face Andy. So just a single of the first 3 balls. Still 3 more balls left in this over. This is turned to be a good over from Andy. Another flighted delivery, but this time it's been punched. And it's punched hard. But there's a fielder at the deep covers. Will only be a single. Though that was timed really well by Ashish. But just getting the single of that one. So that brings Ajay back on strike. Last 2 deliveries left in this over. Just 2 runs the first 4. Andy with ball. Slighted flighted delivery. This time Ajay connects. Will he found? No! He found the fielder. Another brilliant catch. There at the long on. Another batter falling for the trap. That's been a really good bowling there from Andy. He's picked up his second wicket. Slightly flighted delivery. The batter just stepped out. And this time he connected it well. But he didn't time that well. And it just find the fielder at the long on, and then an excellent effort and an excellent catch there by the fielder. He hold on to that one beautifully till the end. His eyes were there onto the ball, and he took that one brilliantly. So So back to back dot deliveries. Another flighted delivery, this time off the back foot. He's played that one smartly. The ball just racing towards the boundary line. An excellent effort there by the fielder. An excellent effort there by the fielder who was running behind that one. He smartly puts his leg and just pushes the ball inside. And Red and Satish gets 3 runs off that one. Good running between the wickets as well. But that was one played smartly there by Satish. The ball was onto the back foot. Played it late. Just getting the bat onto that one and just pushing the ball towards that third man. And a good effort there by the fielder as well. Just to get the ball safe inside the boundary line. Again off the back foot. This time he beats the fielder. There's a fielder at the back though. And they will run couple of runs. So excellent running between the wickets. Red and Satish. Good understanding. 5 runs in the first 4 balls. Still 2 more balls left in this over. This time flighted one. He swept that one. Will that go all the way? All the way? No, it hasn't. It has found the fielder there, and another wicket falling for the Jbcn Avengers, and another batter falling for the trap. Another flighted delivery. The batter just playing that big shot. Didn't time and didn't connect well. Oh, he just went for the slog sweep. But he didn't timed and connected it well. And he found the fielder there at the deep mid wicket. And another excellent catch there from the United Gladiators fielder. The catching has been really good by the United Gladiators. And the Andy strikes for the 3rd time. Still a ball left in his spell. Runs are on the board for the Jbcn Avengers. But the wickets are falling at the regular intervals now. And Andy has played a really big role in controlling the run rate and picking up some wickets in between that one. Off the very first over, he went for the wickets and he's got the wickets. 3 wickets so far, still a ball left in his over. Andy with his last ball. Oh, that's been cut. Finds the fielder there at the square leg. So that will be a great spell by Andy as he completes his 4 overs. He's just given 17 runs and picked 3 wickets. So after the completion of 14 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 100 runs at the loss of 6 wickets. Still 6 more overs left in this innings. Pratik back into the attack for his third over. Pratik with his first ball. That's a play and a miss. The batter trying to reach for that one. Just misses. And that will be a dot delivery to start off. Another play and a miss. Pratik has been sticking onto that outside off line and is held onto that line very tightly and not giving any runs off to that. Almost a wide Yorker. Or this time the batter finds the gap. There's a fielder there at the third man and will only get a single. So just a single coming off the first 3 balls. Pratik with the 4th ball. Sliding down the leg, and that will be a wide signal there by the umpire. Oh, good delivery. Just surprised the batter there. That was much quicker to beat the batter. Another play and a miss. This time just pulling his length back. The batter just trying to cut onto that one. And he misses onto it completely. So one fuller, and now he just pulls his length back. And he Pratik with his last ball. Much fuller. And will be just a single of that last ball. So after the completion of 15 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 103 runs at a loss of 6 wickets. Vipin back into the attack for his third over. This time plays it off to the back foot. finds a fielder, just a single. So 3 runs of the first ball, first two wide deliveries, and now a single coming off that one. That brings Satish on strike. Oh, is that? There was a huge appeal there by the wicketkeeper. He thought that the batter did found his edge on that bat, but he denies, and the batter survives. Could have been difficult for the umpire to judge that one. That was sliding down the leg there, and he just went in for that sweep. The batter said he just got hit on his forearms, and then it went into the hands of the wicket keeper. So it was a difficult one to judge. That's another wide delivery. This time going much outside of. Oh, that's a really good delivery. Played it straight towards the long on for a single. Still 3 more deliveries left in this over. He plays it straight towards the long off. Just a single. Oh, he played that smartly. He played that one late. And the ball just races towards the boundary line. That was really good thinking there by Satish. He just waited for that ball want to come onto that bat, and he played that just putting the bat onto the ball, and the ball just racing towards the boundary line. That's a really good thinking there by Satish. And now Vipin just missing onto his line and length. Again a wide delivery. Another wide delivery. Oh, there's a strong appeal there. But the umpire denies it completely, and that will be over. It went in straight, it went in inside. So after the completion of 16 overs, Jbcn score is 115 runs at a loss of 6 wickets. And 4 more overs left in this innings now. 115 runs on the board. How many more runs they can add in the last 4 overs? Both the batters in the middle of the Avengers now need to accelerate. They need to find the second or the third odd boundaries in an over to get at least to the 150 mark. Pratik back into the attack for his fourth and the final over. Pratik with the first ball. Oh, much fuller. He played it towards the offside for a single. (116 runs on the board at loss of 6 wickets. Last 4 overs remaining in this innings. They need to accelerate now. That's a great bowling. A play and a miss. The good thing about the United Gladiators they have been sticking on to that plan of bowling outside off, not giving any width or room for the batters to score runs. And the plan has just worked out well for that one. And he's played that straight. There's a really good effort there by the fielder at the long off. Just a single coming off that one. Just 2 runs coming in the first 3 balls. Pratik with the 4th ball. And this time the batter just steps out and plays it straight towards the long off. And they'll get couple of runs. Good running between the wickets. There was an excellent dive there by the batter to make into the crease timely. That was a much fuller delivery. He did step out and he played it straight towards the long off. And they get couple of runs there. That was an amazing dive there by the batter. Could have been a close call there, but an excellent effort there by the batter shows the commitment and the dedication towards the game. Again steps out, but this time misses onto it completely. So that will be a dot delivery. So 4 runs of the first 5, still a ball left in this over. Pratik just gets the inside edge. And that's a single to end the over. So after the completion of 17 overs, Jbcn Avengers scores 120 runs at a loss of 6 wickets. Ritesh back into the attack for his third over. 120 runs on the board for the Jbcn Avengers. Last 3 overs, how many more they can add? He's put that one onto the leg side. And that will be just a single to start off the over. Oh, he smacked that one onto the offside. There's a fielder there at the back. An excellent effort there. Though they'll get couple of runs. Good running there between the wickets. This time Ritesh did pull his length back, and that was been slapped hard there by Satish. Satish with the third ball. Oh, this time he gets the odd boundary there. An excellent shot. He has picked up that one beautifully. Just getting across and playing that one onto the fine leg. That's a beautiful shot. A much needed boundary there for the Avengers. And that was a beautiful shot there. Seven runs off the first 3 balls. Still 3 deliveries left in this over. Ritesh with the 4th ball. And this time he completely misses onto his line and length. That will be a huge wide. And a run. Gets completely missed onto that line and length. And bowls it much wider there. That beats the fielder, and they'll grab a single as well of that one. Again missing on to that one. Just beating the wicketkeeper, and that runs away for the boundary. So wide and a boundary coming off that one. A huge wide there down the leg. Just beating the wicketkeeper as well. And the ball racing towards the boundary line. Or this time he pulls it. That will be just a single. Last two deliveries left in this over. This is already turned out to be a very expensive over for the Gladiators. And add one more run to that one. That's another wide delivery. The ball just nibbing out. And that's a huge wide there. So still two more deliveries left in this over. And this time batter slashes hard. And he founds the fielder at the covers. So Ritesh strikes. And Ritesh will have the last laugh. And Satish has to depart. A small cameo of Satish has come to an end. It was a much full delivery there. He made room for himself, just slashed it, but didn't timed it well though. And he found it a fielder at the covers. And he takes that one comfortably. So the 7th wicket falling for the Jbcn Avengers. Still a ball left in this over. Karthik, the new batter in the middle for the Avengers. And he'll face the last ball of Ritesh of this over. Ritesh comes up with the last ball. Oh, that's a really good delivery. Much fuller into the stumps line. Just a single. And Karthik is off the mark. So, with that single, it comes the end of the 18th over. So, after the completion of 18 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 137 runs at a loss of 7 wickets. That was an expensive over. The wicket came of that over. It was a wicket of a very well set batter who could have been dangerous at the end for the Gladiators. Alok back into the attack for his third over. Alok with his fifth ball. Oh, he plays off the back foot and he finds the gap and he gets the boundary of the first ball. Just opening the face of the bat and showing the ball a direction towards that third man. The third man was a very fine and short third man was there. A fielder was inside the circle. So the batter just had to open the face and show the right direction there to get that boundary of the very first ball of Alok. And that will be a wide signal there by umpire. Or this time much fuller into the stumps line and they'll get just a single of that one. Still 4 more deliveries left in this over. The boundary of a very first ball, then a wide, and now a single. The batter just steps out. He just went for that big one and gets a complete miss onto that one. So a dot delivery in this over. Still 3 more balls left. This time he connects this onto the leg side. And they'll run couple of runs there. A slight fumble there by the fielding side, and the batting team gets full advantage of that. He pulled that one onto the leg side. The fielder did make a throw there. I think wicketkeeper just getting looks like oh, he slashed that one straight. But the fielder there at the long off. Just a single. A look with the last ball of the over. This time the batter steps out. He plays it towards the leg side. And just a single to end the over. So after the completion of 19 overs, Jbcn Avengers score is 148 runs at the loss of 7 wickets. So that will be a one final delivery in this innings. 148 runs already on the board at a loss of 7 wickets. Now this will be interesting. How many more runs they can add to this total? The runs from here added to the total will be the bonus runs for the batting team. So they really need to maximize and get runs under the belt in this over. This time slashes straight. Just a single to start off that last over. The batter did step out but didn't connect that well. Just a single of that one. So the score moves to 149. Karthik on strike. Oh, that's a play and a miss. Oh, you cannot afford the dot deliveries. Shreyansh. Oh, this time he slapped that hard. But the fielder there at the deep mid wicket. And just a single. So with that single, Jbcn Avengers put up 150 runs on the board at the loss of 7 wickets. So last 3 deliveries left in this over. Oh, he has slapped that one towards the long on. Just a single. So singles and doubles won't mind there for the Gladiators at the moment. Karthik back on strike. Oh, he slapped that one. Is he connected that one? He has. And that will be a boundary, a much needed boundary there. Coming from the Karthik's bat. He stepped out and he just locked that one over the covers for a 1 bounce boundary. A much needed boundary there coming off the Karthik bat. The score moves to 155. Last ball left in this innings. Karthik on strike. Shreyansh to bowl that last ball. Will Karthik be able to connect that one for a biggie onto that last ball? Oh, the call is for 2. Will they get the second run? And they'll get 2 runs off that last ball. So after the completion of 20 overs, Jbcn Avengers has put up 157 runs on the board at the loss of 7 wickets. So that means United Gladiators need 158 runs to win in their allotted 20 overs. Nine runs came off that last over. So we will be back after innings break. Till then, stay tuned and join us back for the run chase as the United Gladiators need 158 runs to win in their allotted 20 overs. Hello and welcome back to the second innings in the Jfsc, that's Premier League. The United Gladiators need 150 58 runs to win, and Red with the second ball. So 6 runs off the first 3 balls. Red, a strong appeal there. And that will be 22 runs. So 7 runs so far in the first 4 balls. Sandeep and Sadanand, the opening pair for the Gladiators. Sandeep on strike. Oh, he snatched that one onto the offside, just a single. 8 runs of the first 5, still a ball left in this over. And Sadanand is yet to open his account. Red, he plays that straight to fielder, and that will be a dot to end the over. So after the completion of first over, United Gladiators 8 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. The United Gladiators need 150 more runs to win in the 19 overs. A good start there by the United Gladiators. Oh, that's been slogged. And that will be the first boundary of the bat of Sandeep. The ball slightly onto the leg side and he just slogged that one beautifully towards the deep mid wicket for boundary. So 5 runs of the first 2 balls. Oh, he's played that straight. And that will be a dot delivery. Another good shot. He found the gap. Will the fielder reach? No, that will be a boundary. The second boundary of the over, much fuller on this occasion, slightly outside off, and he drives it well to get that one. Excellent use of feet there. That was driven beautifully through covers. Sandeep gets his second boundary in the over. And this one was even better. Nine runs already in the first 4 balls tee. Or this time he just nudges that onto the leg side. And will get a quick single there. So that will be a leg by signal there by the umpire. Wasim to bowl the last ball. Oh, he plays it straight to covers and with that single, it's the end of the second over. So after the completion of second over, United Gladiators are on 19 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. United Gladiators need 139 runs in the 18 overs. The required run rate is of 7.72 and the current run rate is 9.50. So they've been scoring 10 runs per over. They are running. They have been pacing it well there. Right, with the first ball. This time that was a good delivery. A huge swing there from Sadanan. And that was a miss. Second ball. A play and a miss. A slight fumble there. But the wicketkeeper. There's a short third man there at the cover. Who quickly grabs that. So good, 2 good balls to start the over. Barayad. The first one fuller. The Sadanan went for that big one. Gets missed. And this one slightly outside of gets the beat. And this time he gets the edge on that one and just a single. So he's off strike. And that brings Sandeep back on strike now. He's been striking well. He's 10 runs of the just 8 balls. Red with the fourth ball. Much pace onto that one. Just a single. Punched it to covers for a single. Oh, that will be another boundary flying down. But there was a good attempt there by the wicket keeper, but it just beats the wicket keeper and it just runs down for a boundary. So that was a Bai's boundary there. So the runs are flowing thick and fast now for the United Gladiators. 5 runs already of the first 5. Still a ball left in this over. Oh, he's cleaned him up. He is cleaned him up. Beautiful delivery. That was an absolute peach of a delivery there from Raid. A fuller onto the occasion. The batter missing onto it completely. And Raid draws the first blood of the United Gladiators. On this occasion, it was a full delivery. He went in for that big swing. There was a huge gap between his pad and bat, and it went through between that. And Raid draws the first blood. So, after the completion of 3 overs, United Gladiators score is 24 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Oh, he has smacked that one on the offside. A fielder there. Just a single of that first ball. Wasim back into the attack for his second over. And Lokesh into the middle. The new batter for the United Gladiators. He plays it straight back to the bowler. That will be a dot delivery. Lokesh on strike. Wasim to bowl the third ball. Oh, this time he drives. But they find a fielder there at the extra cover. So that will be just a single. And Lokesh is off the mark with that single. Oh, a huge swing and a miss there. Just 2 runs in the over so far. Still 2 balls left. Wasim with the 5th ball. This time he's been slogged. And that will be another boundary for the Gladiators. This time onto the shorter one. He went on the back foot and played that well to put that one towards the boundary line. An excellent shot there from Sadanand. And that will be a huge wide there. And Wasim just missing onto his line and length on this occasion. He has bowled good so far. Just one bad ball there. Just Sadanand putting that one off the boundary, and then a huge wide. Still a ball left in this over. Wasim with the last ball. Sadanand just steps out and he finds the gap, and that will be another boundary. So a boundary to end the over. So after the completion of 4 overs, United Gladiators 35 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. This time much fuller. And Sadanand just picking up that gap to put that ball towards the boundary line. That's a huge wide and an excellent wicket keeping there to collect that one. You almost dived it to his left to collect that one. He starts off with the dot. The ball just pitching inside. And this time he played it straight into the hands of the bowler. So back-to-back dots now. He's got some pace on that one. Rohit. He bowls his 3rd ball. Oh, there's a huge appeal. But the umpire seems disinterested into that one. Or there was an edge of that one. So just one runs in so far in this over. Still three more balls left. This is turning out to be a good over. A slight few field changes now as Sadanand is back on strike. Oh, Sadanand just opens the face of the bat towards that point region and he'll get the single. You need to get the singles and rotate the strike of really good bowlers and the attack the bad ones or the bad balls which are bowled by the bowlers. Oh, there's a huge play and a miss on that one. The batter went in for that big drive and a miss. So just 2 runs in this over so far. This is turning out to be a really good over. A ball left in that raid to bowl the last ball. Oh, that's an excellent delivery. And this has turned out to be an excellent over for the Avengers. Just 2 runs came off that. So after the completion of 5 overs, United Gladiators score is 37 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Wasim back into the attack for his third over. Oh, that's been smacked hard. And that's been smacked well towards the mid wicket for another boundary. That was a short delivery. Sadanand just steps out and hammers that one into the mid wicket region for a boundary. An excellent shot there from Sadanand. That was hammered hard. So the boundaries of the first ball. Wasim with the second one. Now he flicks it off. There's a fielder there. And just a single of that one. Wasim with the third ball. And this time he is played smartly. He is played behind. He finds the gap. And now Lokesh joins the party. He just waited onto that one. He went deep inside the crease to just find the gap on that one. And he puts that one towards the boundary fence. So 9 runs off the first 3 already. This is turning out to be a big over for the Gladiators. Still 3 more balls left. A good thinking there by the Lokesh onto that previous ball. And this time he drives. There's a fielder. Just a single. So 10 runs of the first 4. Still 2 more deliveries left. With Sadanand back on strike for the last 2. Suddenly the score moves now to 47 at the loss of 1 wicket. Slight field changes there by the bowler. Wasim with the 5th ball. Oh, that's a play and a miss. This time he just pulls his length back. And he also gets a bounce there. So that was a really good ball there by getting hit for the boundaries. A good comeback there by Wasim. Still a ball left in this over. Sadanand to face the last ball. And this time he slogs it. And he slogs well to get that ball over the boundary line. And that boundary brings up the 50 runs mark for the Gladiators. This time Sadanand steps out and hits it over the covers for another boundary. So 3 boundaries came in that over. Turned out to be an expensive over for the Avengers, and the 51 runs mark for the Gladiators in just 6 overs. Now this is building up a good partnership between Sadanand and Lokesh. Sadanand is 21 off 16 and Lokesh is 7 off 9. The one is taking the charge and another one is anchoring the innings. Sadiq, the new bowler, into the attack for the Avengers. Oh, he's played off the back foot. A fielder there at the point. Just a single of the first ball. Oh, that's a wicket. Sadanand looking for the big shot. And Sadiq strikes. A much needed wicket there for the Avengers. And Sadiq strikes and gets them a crucial breakthrough there. Sadanand was really looking well in the last 2 overs. He went in for another big one. A huge miss there. You miss, I hit. by Sadiq, and Sadiq draws another blood of the Gladiators. The partnership was just getting to bloom, and Sadiq just strikes and breaks the crucial partnership there. Shreyansh into the middle for the Gladiators now. He's been sent at number 4. Plays that one towards the leg side, and Shreyansh is off the mark on the very first ball. So United Gladiators need 105 runs more in 13.3 overs. The required run rate is of 7 runs per over, and the current run rate is of 8 runs per over. And now off the back foot towards the leg side, a fielder at the back. Just a single. So 3 runs and a wicket coming so far in this over. Still 2 more balls left. Shreyansh on strike to face his second ball. Oh, that's well bowled and equally well played there by Shreyansh. And Sadiq to bowl his last ball. This time he sweeps. But there's a white signal there by the umpire. So Sadiq has to bowl that one again. An extra coming off the last ball. So 4 runs so far in this over. Still a ball left. Sadiq with the last ball. And this time he's drived it towards the covers. And that will be a single to end the over. So after the completion of 7 overs, United Gladiators score is 56 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. And Sadiq gets the important wickets of Sadanand there to break that partnership. Now Shreyansh and Lokesh in the middle for the Gladiators. Still 102 runs to win in 13 overs. Still the required run rate under 7 there. So they just need to rotate the strike and just find the out boundaries at the several intervals. On the other side, the Avengers needs to pick wickets and put the pressure back on the Gladiators with the wickets, or just to bowl the tight line and lengths and not to give the easy singles. And it's Akhil. And Akhil strikes off his very first ball, and he gets the edge of the Shreyansh. And so Akhil came and he strike on a very first ball. So suddenly 2 wickets have been fallen. Let's see. A slight turn there, and Shreyansh went in for that drive, and he gets a edge of that one. We'll have a look at it again. He went in forward for the drive. He gets a thick edge there, or a feather onto that, as the umpire raises the finger, and Akhil strikes on the very first ball, and Shreyansh has to depart. So with that, United Gladiators lose their third wicket, and Ronak comes into the middle for the Gladiators. Still 102 runs to win of 12.5. Akhil striking on the very first ball. So are we seeing any twists and turns here in the match? Suddenly the wickets have been fallen, and the pressure's back on the Gladiators now. Ronak will face his first ball. Akhil to bowl his second ball to Ronak. He's ready. Here comes Akhil. Plays punch that one. Two covers, and that will be a single. So he's off the strike. He's off the mark on the very first ball. So the extra run came off that ball. An overthrow brings up another run there for the Gladiators. Oh, play and a miss. And that will be a wide signal there by the umpire. That was a huge wide there, but that was well collected there by the wicket keeper, diving onto his right, just getting a sharp turn there. Another sharp turn. He's bowling that quick and is getting that sharp turn. And now he connects off the back foot. A slight fumble there, and they'll get couple of runs there. Oh, they only get a single. So the fielder manages well to collect that ball and throw it quickly to the wicket keeper. So it's 4 runs and a wicket of the first 5 balls. Still a ball left in this over. Oh, he lets that one go. Oh, that's a white signal there by the umpire. So he has to bowl that one again. Oh, there's a loud appeal there but the umpire signals is going down and it will be a leg by. That will be a single of the last ball. So after the completion of 8 overs, the United Gladiators. Oh, there was a loud appeal there, but the ball was just sliding down there. And after the completion of 8 overs, the United Gladiators 62 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. Vinith, the new bowler, into the attack for the Avengers. Lokesh, who's playing on 9 of 12, and Ronak on the other side is playing on 3 of 4. Vinith with the first ball, he's played off the back foot. Oh, there's a good throw there coming from the point fielder, but the batter just made into the crease. The score is 63 at a loss of 3 wickets. Vinith to bowl the second ball to Ronak. Oh, there was a loud appeal there, but the umpire seems not interested into that one. That's another good delivery. The batter trying to play off the back foot, and that will be another miss. Oh, this time he connects. A fielder fumbles. The fielder did made the fumble, but he gathered that quickly and threw it off to the non-striker's end. And still a dot ball. So a pretty good effort there by the fielder at the point. Just a single coming off that first 4. And that will be a wide signal by the umpire. This time he just went 2 outside off, and he did get a turn there after pitching that one. He times this one, but still finds the fielder. Another dot in the over. So this has been a good over for the Avengers. Just 2 runs of the first 5, still a ball left. Oh, he played that straight to the covers. And the fielder fumbles, and they get a single of that last one. So after the completion of 9 overs, United Gladiators score is 65 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. Sadiq back into the attack for his second over. So after that brilliant first over, just 5 runs and a wicket of his first over, he's back to bowl the second. Ronak is on strike. Sadiq with his first ball. He's played that straight to the bowler. So a dot ball to start the over. And now he just picks that one straight towards the cover, but a fielder there, and will be only a single. And suddenly the Avengers are bowling tight overs. They haven't given any boundaries in the last 2 overs. So this is good bowling from the Avengers. Oh, he played that smart. He played that off the back foot. And they'll get a... And that will be a dot delivery too. So just one came off that first 3 balls. Played that one towards the leg side, and they'll get a single this time. So just 2 runs coming so far. This has been really a good over there by Sadiq. He's been really keeping his line and length really tight there. He hasn't given any width or room for the batter. Oh, another good delivery. The batter played that off the back foot straight in the hands of the fielder there. Another dot delivery. Sadiq to bowl the last ball. That would be a wide. That's a wide. And a run came off that one. That did turn sharp there at the back. Wicketkeeper gets beaten there, and they just ran a single and a wide. Still 4 runs of that first 5. Still a ball left in this over. And this time he puts that bat ball towards the boundary line. It was onto the pads, and he just slogs that one beautifully to put that towards the boundary line. Just sweeps it well. He had to get just a bat onto that one, as there was a no fielder there at the fine leg. So after the completion of 10 overs, United Gladiators 73 runs at the loss of 3 wickets, and that will be drinks. So we will be back after a short break, as the team needs to regroup, plan a few strategies, and then we'll be back after a short drinks break. So we are back after that short drinks break. The United Gladiators need 85 runs to win in the last 10 overs. Akhil is back into the attack for his second over. Ronak on strike. Akhil to bowl his first ball. Oh, that's been defended well. But they'll get a single. Oh, they have called for the second one. They have ran. And a good running between the wickets. So running between the wickets, rotating or strike at the regular intervals just puts the pressure back on the opposition, as if the run flows thick and fast, the pressure does tilt onto the opposition. And now he's played off to the back foot. He's found the gap. The fielder comes. He's ran for the second one. And he'll reach the crease timely. So good running between the wickets there by Lokesh and Ronak. The 4 runs in the first 2 balls. He timed that one. He didn't time that one well. But he did found the gap there. Just to get the second run. And that will be a white signal by the umpire. So 5 runs of the first 2 balls, and that will be another wide. And that's what does it do. When the runs come, it does puts the pressure back onto the bowler, and he does these things and he gets the edge, just falls short of that short third man fielder, and they'll get a single 2 of that one. But an excellent effort there from the short third man fielder. He did dive for that one. There was a huge swing there by the batter to get that strong edge on that one, and an excellent effort there from the short third man fielder. Seven runs of the first 3 balls, and now played it towards into the gap. A slight fumble there from the fielder, and they'll get another double run there. So suddenly the scoreboard is ticking quickly now. Nine runs of the first 4. And that's a white signal by the umpire. So that's a third white of the over. So suddenly 10 runs already of the first 4 now. And the runs are really coming thick and fast for the Gladiators now. Another wide. The keeper did a good effort there, but still couldn't hold on to that one, and they ran a single there. There was a huge wide down the leg from Akhil. So 12 runs already of the first 4 balls. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over. And that's a really good start for the Gladiators after that short drinks break. So This is the first dot ball of the over. Still a ball left in this over. Oh, he's nudged that one onto the leg side and will get a single. "13 runs came off that over, so after the completion of 11 overs, United Gladiators 88 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. Win it back into the attack for his second over. Ronak on strike. Oh, there's a loud appeal there. That's a leg by signal there by the umpire. So a single to start off the over. Lokesh back on strike. Oh, the ball just kept low on that one. And the batter just getting beat off that ball. It did kept really low. Win it with the third ball. He played it towards the point. Just a single. He's played to its point. Just a quick single there. So 3 runs of the first 4 balls. Still 2 balls left in this over. Still it's a good over for the Avengers. Only 3 runs coming off that one. Oh, now he slogged that one. Still gets an edge. And will only get a single. They are looking for the 2. A good effort there with the bowler to stop that one. Just 4 of the first 5. And win it to bowl the last ball of the over. No extras have been come in this over. And that would be a white signal there by the umpire. So 5 runs of the first 5. Still a ball left. Win it to bowl the last ball. Oh, that's a really good ball. A dot ball to end the over. So after the completion of 12 overs, United Gladiators score is 91 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. What a beautiful cover drive that was from Lokesh to bring the 100-run mark for the United Gladiators. We'll have a look at it again. A full pitch delivery. That's a beautiful drive there. Timed it to perfection by Lokesh. And with that beautiful boundary, it's the completion of 13 overs, and the United Gladiators score is 102 runs at the loss of 3 wickets. So they just need 56 more runs to win in the 7 overs. Karthik, the new bowler, into the attack for the Avengers. This has been a really good partnership between Ronak and Lokesh. Karthik with the first ball to Ronak. That's a play and a miss. Karthik with the second ball, and he's flicked that one. There's a fielder there at the back, and they'll get couple of runs there. Karthik with the third ball. This time played on to the leg side. A fielder there at the back. Just a single. Still 53 more runs to win in 6.3 overs. Karthik with the fourth ball. Oh, he gets the edge. A fine edge onto that one, and that just races towards the boundary. So that's a lucky boundary there for Lokesh. He did just open the face of the bat for that one. And there's a quick outfield here at the Fatima ground as the ball just races quickly towards the boundary line. Oh, going for that drive. That will be a play and a miss. Oh, that was a perfect ball there. He did miss onto that one. Oh, he gets the full toss. There's a fielder at the back. Will only get a single. They have ran for the second one. And he does make the crease. That's a really good running between the wickets by Lokesh and Ronak. So after the completion of 14 overs, United Gladiators scores 111 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. And the United Gladiators need just 47 more runs to win in 6 overs. And that will be a wide. That will be another wide. This just sliding down the leg there for the another wide. Oh, he's cut that one. 3 runs of the first ball. Oh, he beats the fielder. He beats the batter and the wicketkeeper. And they'll get a run there. Four runs of the first 2 balls. Oh, he slogged that one straight high. And that will be a maximum. The first maximum of the innings. We'll have a look at that one again. Oh, he's played off the back foot. Just nudged it onto the leg side. They've called for the second one. And they reached it quite comfortably there. Oh, that was a flighted delivery and he just logged it straight high over the long on fence for the maximum. Oh, there was a huge appeal there for that one. I guess there was a much height on that one. Yeah, it was, and it was sliding, I think so. It was outside of. And that will be a dot ball to end that over. So 11 runs came off that 16th over. So after the completion of 15 overs, the United Gladiators score is 123 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. The United Gladiators need 35 more runs to win in the last 5 overs now. Oh, he gets a thick edge onto that one. That will be a single of the first ball. Josefa brought into the attack by the Avengers. Oh, that's a dot ball. Oh, he just played that over straight towards the long off, just a single. Two runs of the first 3 balls. Still, Gladiators need 33 more runs to win in the 4.3 overs. Lokesh and Ronak, they have been playing really well. Lokesh is playing on 33 of just 29. And they have ran for the quick single there. Good running between the wickets. What has just stood out for the Gladiators is just running between the wickets between the Ronak and Lokesh. There has been a really good understanding between these two players. They have run couple of runs. They have rotating strike quite well, which is putting the pressure back on the Avengers. He just makes the room for himself and he just puts that one towards the boundary line. That's a beautiful shot from Ronak. Josh giving himself some room. Just gave himself some room. Excellent use of crease and just putting that one towards the boundary line. There was no one there at the extra cover. 7 runs of the first 5. So the equation is now of this 28 of 4.1 overs. They have looked quite comfortable in this chase now. Ronak and Lokesh, now he steps down. Oh, that's an excellent. Oh, he's just dropped that one. But that was an excellent effort there. Even the batter has just came to to applaud the efforts of the bowler, but that was an excellent effort. That one fun. The batter just stepped out straight onto his body. He did make a good effort to grab that one. Josefa with a brilliant commitment and dedication towards that effort of grabbing that one, but just falls short of him. But an excellent effort there. Sadiq is back into the attack for his fourth over. He's nudged that one onto the leg side. Will get a single off the first ball. Good running there. He's played that one onto the leg side. And just a single. So 24 needed of 3.3 overs. A rare dot ball there. Oh, clipping onto the pads. And he's played that one onto the leg side. They've ran for the third one. Good running between the wickets by Lokesh and Ronak. Excellent running, excellent commitment. Running between the wickets by these two. They ran 3 runs of that one. Seven runs so far. Still a ball left in this over. Oh, he just smacked that one hard. That was an excellent effort there. So that will be a single to end the over. So United Gladiators score is 138 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. So Gladiators need 20 runs of the last 3 overs. Right back into the attack for his fourth over. Ronak playing on 6 of just 17 balls, and Lokesh playing on 30 of 33 balls. These two have just snitched a brilliant partnership and are on the verge to take the United Gladiators to an uncomfortable win, or is still there a twist and turn in this game? Right, with the first ball. Oh, that's a play and a miss. That was a full delivery there from Riot. That wasn't judged well there by Ronak. He went in for that big drive and missed onto that one completely. Oh, he picked that one. He has timed that one too beautifully to make that one reach towards the boundary line. That was an easy pickings there for Ronak. Again, giving him some room and just picking it over that fielder to raise that ball towards the boundary line. So just 16 needed of 2.4 overs now. An excellent boundary there from Ronak. Rayad with the third ball. And this time he has slapped that one hard. And that will find the boundary line again. Again outside of, again the same result. Again giving him some room. And just slapping that one over the point fielder for yet another boundary. And now the equation is of just 12 runs in 2.3 overs. Back-to-back boundaries there for Ronak. He's playing on 44. A full toss. Now he's playing onto the leg side. And he will found another boundary. Oh, this one. Full toss onto the body. And he just tucked that one onto the leg side. And the ball just racing towards the boundary line. So 3 back-to-back boundaries for Ronak. And he's playing on 48 of just 41. And the equation down to 8 runs in 2.2 overs now. Will Ronak will get those 2 boundaries in this over itself? Right, with the 5th ball. That will be a no ball, and that will be a boundary as well, as it beats the batter and the wicket keeper as well. It was almost onto the body, the wicket keeper just sliding down, and the ball racing towards the boundary line. So just 3 runs needed now in 2.2 overs. So a boundary and an extra run of a no ball, and that will be a free hit for Ronak. Just 3 runs needed. Ronak playing on 48. Will he able to hit a boundary? Oh, that's a good delivery there. But a good comeback. A much fuller delivery, almost a Yorker length there. Three runs needed. Still a ball left in this over. And he just charges down. And he's played that towards the long on. That will be a single to end the over. So after the completion of 18 overs, the United Gladiators score is 156 runs at loss of 3 wickets, and the Gladiators need 2 runs in 2 overs, and Ronak is playing on 49. Lokesh and Ronak have just put up a brilliant show here. Ronak on strike. Karthik to bowl his second over. Just 2 runs needed. Will the Avengers be able to put out a magic? No! He has played it over the long on. And that will race towards the boundary line, and that will be a 50 and a victory for the United Gladiators. They have played with an intent, and Lokesh and Ronak have put up a brilliant show. And that's a comfortable win there for the Gladiators. And the United Gladiators win by 7 wickets. And that will be an end to a wonderful match in this Jfsc, that's Premier League. And we will be back with yet another match tomorrow in the same venue. Till then, goodbye and good night.